let's get started with this. Today we're going to review 5paisa's mobile app. Now this application is pretty exhaustive. Just to give you a brief introduction, this application is pretty exhaustive in terms of number of features it has across investing products. Now be it equity, be it insurance, mutual funds, they've got all covered within this mobile application. Now you can see on the top left here there is a menu that says trade. This is for equity or stock market trading, be it currency or commodity or derivatives. Then there are mutual funds, insurance. So at a very high level you can see that there are multiple sort of segments you can put your money into using this mobile application. Now once you log into the application, they have a free guest login. Once you log into the application, this is the screen you find. It shows you Nifty and Sensex, the top indices at the very top, Nifty 50, basic sort of an overview. Then you can use features such as stock finder. You can put your money into mutual funds, you can put your money through insurance, invest in IPOs. So basically they have kept everything one click away on a very systematic design. Now let's start with the first part. We'll start with the Nifty 50 sort of a widget here. Once you click on that, you can have the idea of different stocks within Nifty 50. You can add different watch lists as per your preference. We'll keep with this one for now. Then you can see the middle right of the screen, there's a blue arrow here. If you tap on that, you can get a quick glimpse of the specific stocks across segments. Now market movers, gainers and losers, it tells you how is the market moving at a positive and negative level. You don't really need to get deep into that. Now if you want to just have a small glimpse or summary, this is what sort of helps you out. Now if you want to check out a specific stock, let's say we go ahead with Axis Bank, you want to put your order, click on buy or sell. If you want to have the details, click on the details sort of a widget menu item here. Now you get the basic information of which LC, open, high, low, close, price. Now we are recording this video post the market hours, so it will not move as such while the duration of this video. You can look at the charts features. Now it gives you the mountain level charts at a very default level for 1 day frequency. You can obviously change it to 1 month, you can do it for 3 months, and similarly as per your preferences you can change the duration of this particular charting item. Click on advanced charts. Now it gives you a different sort of view. You can go into the exhaustive levels of technical or fundamental analysis. Now number of charts here are limited. You get only 3 charts to select from. There is a candle chart, there is colored bar, and there is mountain. Tap on one of them, the chart look and feel, the display of the chart changes, and it really matters the kind of a trader or investor you are. Different people have different preferences in the way they want to look the charts at, and that is why they have different options. You can make use of different studies, MACD moving average or RSI, or different kinds of studies are available in form of around 10 to 12 here. You can put in some values as per your requirement. Different people do it differently, technical analysis or fundamental analysis, long-term investments or short-term duration gains. Then at the same time there are different drawing tools you can use. Now these are different areas that you can exploit using this application as far as the analysis part is concerned. Going back, this was done for one specific sort of a script here. You can do it for any number, it really doesn't really matter here. Then there is search. Now this feature basically helps you to figure out a specific script you want to look into. I have just checked out SBI and Infosys stocks. You can go ahead and use somebody else's if you want to. Let's say I want to check out Kotak Security. I want to just tap at Kotak. Now all these scripts under Kotak are going to be listed here within equity, mutual funds, futures, options or currency futures and derivatives at currency level. So all sort of scripts will be displayed in front of you. Again, you can just perform the same analysis if you want to for that particular script. Coming back, market snapshot, quick level analysis of market top gainers, losers, derivatives, indices. You can just have a quick glimpse. A lot of people just keep on doing that every now and then, just want to have a short shortcut that they want to just have a look how the market moving, which particular stocks are making most of the news, and that is where this kind of feature comes into play. So that's market snapshot. You can always set up a price alert. Now if I want to invest in a stock, my probably friend or my financial advisor had told me about, but I want to buy it at my price, the kind of price I am comfortable with. So you just find that out first, which stock we are looking at. Let's say for this example I'm looking at SBI itself. Now at the top right part of the screen you see there are two icons. There's a plus sign, there is a bell thing. Click on the bell one, it's for price alert. Now I can do it for less than or equal to or greater than equal to, looking at the fact that either I'm looking to buy it or sell it. Now let's say I am looking to buy this particular stock, and obviously I want to buy it at a smaller price. Now this 291 is the current market price. I want to wait and see when it reaches 275. Now once I do that, I can just add a message if I want to, otherwise I can just set an alert. Now if I go back to the my price alerts part, this is the alert that has been set already. When this particular stocks hits that mark of 275, I will be notified through this application. Now I don't really need to be logged in to get the notification. This can be available to me through an in-app notification itself. Margin calculation, this is something really unique. They have provided it in the free version. You don't really need to open the account with 5 paisa to search for this. Now let's say I want to put my money, but before that I want to calculate the kind of margin I would be looking at. For the consistency, I'm going to just go ahead with access. Once I type access, you see there are different scripts already in place for me displayed, and there are different dates. I can just pick in, let's say I want to go ahead with 22nd of February. I click on calculate, and the margin requirement, you can see that 85,290 rupees is the margin requirement for this particular script in futures segment. I can do all kinds of permutations and combinations for futures, and similarly for options, call and put prices. I can play with the quantity, and I can play with the kind of transaction type, buy or sell, and I can get the kind of values I'll be looking at. So this is available for free again. Then there is a feature for news. Now this is really crucial to understand, simply because if I want to have the understanding of news, I don't really need to have a different app for that. This application just tells me that right now I'm just tapping from bottom to top, and different news are just coming in front of me. Now these are specific feeds coming from different websites. You can see the bottom right part, it says the source business standard. So I don't really need the app of business standard. All the kinds of relevant news will be given to me from different sources. This is a business standard. Similarly, Economic Times is there, India Infoline. So all kinds of feeds are available to me within this application itself. So news part is covered. This is all about trading. Now if I want to trade in the stock market, I've got all covered within this application. Let's say I want to invest in mutual funds. Now mutual funds is also pretty exhaustive here. They give you some sort of pointers. Now there are two options. Either I can handpick my funds myself. So if I have the understanding of which kinds of funds I'm looking to put my money into, then I'll go for option 1. Otherwise, you can always use the second option of choosing funds based on my profile. We'll try out both one by one. Let's say I go for hand-picked stocks. Now it tells me what kind of stocks are available right now, and I can always select a scheme and choose the different kinds of funds as per my preference. Now they have a listing of all AMCs. First of all, I can pick and choose. I'm going to keep it at all. They have asset type, so different mutual fund types, right? Equity, debt, and hybrid stocks or other mutual funds are available. Within sectors, they have sort of bifurcated, and then there is growth and the dividend kind of mutual fund. So all kinds of filters are available to me. I can click on one of them, click on details. Now they tell me the performance of this particular mutual fund, growth fund it is. Now they tell me the performance of this mutual fund in the last few years. It tells me that if I go for a short-term profit, it's not going to be helpful. Minus 8% it has seen. They've benchmarked it with S&P BSE index. If I go for 1 year, it gives me 39.52%. So this is the kind of performance this particular stock has seen. And obviously this one is an emerging business fund, so the risk factor is relatively higher. It really comes down to that point and what kind of risk appetite you have. Now not just only that, this is the performance part. They give you the basic introduction of the scheme and where this money, the fund money has been allocated in different sectors. I can just tap on that and then I can get the sort of bifurcation of different sectors they have put my money for investment. So that's the way to look at a fund screeners. Now this is the way I look at it when I do myself, when I know which particular stock to choose, which particular mutual fund to pick to invest my money. Otherwise they can always come back to you and they say that I can do my profiling, and this tool is going to help me with that. First up, it asks you your age. I'm putting it at 34. Then they ask me, how experienced are you in the investment market? Do you have any experience, basic understanding, or a strong understanding, or an experienced one? Let's say I'll go with basic understanding for this one. Now they ask you the definition of risk in financial context. How do you look at risk? Do you look at a risk as a danger? Is it uncertainty for you? Is it an opportunity for you? Is it thrill? Is it adventurous for you? So what's your definition? So for the sake of this video, I'm gonna keep it at uncertainty. Then if in an investment, first thing, what do you look at? Do you look at maximizing your returns or minimizing your losses, or you balance both? Again, we'll go with the balancing part. Now they say you would invest in a portfolio with the possibility of. So what's the way you look at an investment? You look at return 8%, no risk, zero risk, some risk, moderate risk, high risk. That's the way they put it. Let's say I'll go with return 12% and loss 5%. And if you put money in a mutual fund, right? How long are you gonna stay with that? If it goes down 15% in the first 2 months, you are thinking of 3 years. How would you react? So would you sell everything you got in your portfolio, or you will sell some part of it? You will hold on to the stock, the whole sort of portfolio you have, or you think it is an opportunity, you will buy more because you see that the market is down 15%, you might not get this opportunity later. So you actually stack up these particular mutual funds more into this portfolio of yours. So what's to your way? So again, I'm going to look at partial sell for this one. They tell me that your risk profile is conservative, and based on that they're gonna put money and recommend me some mutual funds here. So these are the 3 mutual funds they have sort of suggested me through their tool, and I can pick and choose as per them. They've got a segregation of all kinds of mutual funds that I can put my money in. They've given the return percentage as well. So that's the way you use the mutual funds SIP part.